grinding every day and I did it my way. Black ball from the game, caught me cashed away. Waiting on my downfall, gotta stay ahead. Don't just cut me off, patience hanging by a thread.
What is going on, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we are back with another one. Today, just want to take you guys through my collection. I've been getting a lot of people asking me, what's all in my collection, what's in my portfolio, what are some of my favorites. And they also want to know the story behind some of these collectibles. And I absolutely love talking about them. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to make a video all about my collection. It could get kind of long because I'm going to tell a little story about each one and kind of what they mean to me. A lot of these collectibles, I grow attached to them just because of the emotional attachment, how I got them or what they mean. So sit back, relax, and here's what my collectibles mean to me, and here's my entire collection. So you can see I have 246 collectibles, not including the comics. Those are just the collectibles. 48 sets. Shout out to all you guys. 3,133 followers. Appreciate y'all big time. I mean, unbelievable. I've been grinding for a while now on the followers, so you guys made that happen. 3,000 followers. Big time. And starting off, we got the Secret Rare. We got the 2D Ultraman. Now, I did not get blessed with this one from VeVe. This is actually one of them where I had to buy in the marketplace. But I said, you know what? I am not missing out on one of these Secret Rares. So I bought one of these early. First 2D ever on VeVe. So that's another reason why I think these are a big deal. 1953. I got this mint number. I think I paid like $700 for this. And it was funny because right after I paid for it, it dropped all the way down to $300. But I just held the whole time. And now the price is almost to $1,000. 1953 mint number. I got this mint number just because it stood out to me. And once I Googled it, I found out that one of the actors who played Ultraman, his birth year was 1953. So that's a pretty big deal, I felt like. So I copped that one. Then the Spider-Man. Spider-Man Secret Rare. Unbelievable. This is one of my best collectibles, I feel like. Not the best mint number, but I don't even think that will matter long term. Paid $400. $51,000 is the floor price right now. Unbelievable. That just shows you the power of NFTs and what these premium licensed digital collectibles can bring. I mean, this is the first ever Marvel NFT. This is going to be big time long term. I'm never going to sell this one. I don't have one of them. So I'd rather just charge admission to my showroom just to have one. So I think that's the play I'm going to do. I'm going to try to make a gem a day. Have at least a gem entrance fee, maybe even more, not too much. I just want to have a lot of people come in my showroom. I might have like a gem pass, one gem for the entire day, something like that. You never know, but we'll see what happens. That's the way I want to treat it, kind of long-term passive income instead of just like one $100,000 NFT sale. Because I do think that's way beyond $100,000 worth of an NFT. And then we have the Secret Rare Captain America. This is actually another one I bought on the drop. I was able to get this, paid $400, got it on the drop. But then as the price appreciated, I had to try to make some moves in the marketplace. I got the Steamboat Willie, and I was able to get the Steamboat Willie because I let go of the Captain America here. And before it just ran back up to 6K or almost 7K, what it is right now, I was able to purchase it back at like 3K. And so I've been making some crazy stressful moves lately, but knock on wood, I've been on the right side of luck. And of course I can't forget the Secret Rare Dragon Girl here. The gold. I actually paid a little bit more than what it is right now. I think we'll go back up above 2K. I think I paid like 1.5 for it right now. Right now it's like 1.1 maybe. But I love the gold. Dragon Girl is one of my favorite collectibles from Season 1. I have 2 Ultra Rares. And this isn't from Season 1, but the Ultra Rares were. This is a Tokidoki Comic-Con exclusive. Secret Rare. I think this is going to be a big one long term once we have the AR glasses and everything's in 8K. This is one of the best looking collectibles, so I think that's going to be a pretty big deal right there. Scrolling down here. We got Nightwing. Nightwing. I got 3 Nightwing. Unbelievable. This is one of my favorites just because this is my first drop ever on VeVe. So a lot of OGs, it was their first drop. I was able to get that 747 on the drop, 789 on the drop, and then the first ever VeVe Influencer Fantasy Football League. I was able to win that. Shout out to everybody in that league, man. I mean, it was a blast. Ton of memories. Such a great time. And was able to get lucky there at the end and come away with a win. Kept that Nightwing, so that's a nice little trophy I got. Got all the 007 items. I know they're not doing too well right now, but I think they'll have their day. I didn't even care what the prices were. I'm just a big fan of 007, so I needed that. I think it's important in VeVe to where, you know, it's absolutely crucial to focus on those blue chips, but it's also nice to have those collectibles where you don't care about the value and you just get them just because you like them, you know? I think it's important to have both. And as we keep scrolling down, the partner statue. One of my best moves I've ever made on VeVe. Now, I sold a lot of my duplicate collectibles to get my first partner statue. Before the price ran up, I think shout out to everybody who watched the live stream. I was making some crazy listings and I kept delisting. I didn't know which ones to get rid of. I didn't want to get rid of too many good collectibles, but I knew I had to get this Walt statue. So, next thing I knew, I was just, you know, selling all my duplicates. I got rid of a lot of FA Jokers, FA Harley Quinns. Still have 2 of them each, but I got rid of a lot of my duplicates, a lot of the FA Captain America Mighties. And I was able to snag Walt Disney for 2.6K. And then I was sitting there with 2 Da Vinci posters, and I only had the 1 Walt. And I'm thinking to myself, why is Walt Disney lower than Da Vinci? Da Vinci, I felt like, you know, should not be as high, or should not be higher than Walt. So, you know, I said, you know what? Gut decision, stressful, but I made the decision. Sold the Da Vinci, 4K. As soon as it sold, by the time it sold, Walt had ran up to 3.6K. Snagged the Walt, 3.6K. I woke up in the morning. It was like 8 or 9K. Whew! Unbelievable. I've been thinking about trying to sell that for like 18K now, 17K, whatever it's at. Buy a couple more Da Vinci's, but I said, you know what? You gamble that many times, you're bound to take a loss, you know? So, decided just to hold off on that. My 2 Dragon Girls here, my 2 ultra rare Dragon Girls. Absolutely love these 2. You know, this is one of my favorite collectibles on the app. This is the last ever set of Season 1. First ever artist alley. You know, this is the first ever fine art on the app. When people want artwork, they're going to go back to Season 1. This is what they're going to go for right here. And there's only 888 of these. I was blessed to get one on the actual drop. Went back in the market. Snagged one for $700 or $900 right away. And then we just saw the price ran right up to like 3K, I think it is right now. Another one that I got is the Heroes Edition, the Ultra Rare, the Decon exclusive. This is the first edition. This is the first ever Decon set that they dropped. So I felt like that could have a big deal long term. But I really got that. There's only 666 editions. I felt like, you know, that's a pretty cool one out of all the Decon sets. Since I wasn't able to grab any of the other sets, I wanted to get at least one, and at the time that was pretty affordable, so I went ahead and grabbed that one. I think I grabbed it for like $500. That's got to go over $1,000 in my head. I may use that to flip, but with only 666 editions, I felt like that was a good steal. We got Marceline. I love Marceline because that's part of the first ever set that was in color on VeVe. The Finn, the Jake the I almost said Jake the Doge. Shout out to all the Jake the Dog holders out there. You know, that set, the Adventure 1, Adventure Time Series 1, that's the first ever NFT that's in color on VeVe, that entire set. So, I love Marceline, that whole entire set right there. The Ultra Rare Delorean, absolutely love this one. It's the first car on VeVe, so I imagine that there's going to be plenty of other cars on VeVe. And so, having that first ever car is going to be big time. Especially when we know it's going to be drivable. So as soon as they make it drivable, I guarantee you that the prices just skyrocket. Then we see the FA Robin. Shout out to Crypto Khaki Toddfather. I made a trade with him early on. I got a FA Joker and a Robin to finish off a set. Traded him a Todd. And we kind of joke about it all the time because we knew at the time long term he would get me on that deal. But we knew short term I would look like the one who won out on that one. I did need that set, so it worked out for both of us. He got a Johnny Dunn Todd, and I got a Crypto Khaki Toddfather, FA, Carmine Infantino, Robin. We just saw Robin spike too. We just saw it go up to almost 3K. It was all the way down to $700 at one point. Then we got Rizzo. Had to make some early trades to get Rizzo. I paid 1,500 gems, and I made some trades. So I think I traded also to the same person, a Penguin, FA Joker, maybe a couple more, but had to get that Rizzo. So happy I was able to get that in the early days. Sold a lot of duplicates to get that ultra rare Steamboat Willie. Had to make that one happen. That's a holy grail piece right there. That's a iconic NFT that I had to have. Ritmo is one of my favorites. Even before the animation, I liked it a lot. But once it got animated, I knew that was a big deal. David, you made a post about that specifically, saying how Ritmo was the first ever fully animated NFT on VeVe. I mean, that's part of history right there. How to get that one. Same with the Ghost Trap. I paid a lot for this Ghost Trap, and it was all the way down, I think, to like $300, $350 at one point. And eventually went back up, but it was down so much I just held the whole time. I knew this was an iconic piece. This is the first ever interactive NFT that interacted with another NFT on VeVe. So again, I think these first pieces of history, iconic moments of VeVe are going to be legendary. I was able to get that ultra rare Ecto 1 on the drop. Lucky about that. And then we have Starfire here. Starfire. Paid a decent amount for Starfire early on, but I knew I had to have this piece. Full set by herself. One of the first ever animated collectibles. It's not fully animated like Ritmo, but the texture is animated. So that one and Ritmo were always going to be a big deal. The Da Vinci, I'm so glad I still have one left, just because I do think Da Vinci is going to be a big time deal, and I'm just going to always hodl that one in my showroom. As we start to see a lot of these golden Disney moments. So glad I was able to cop all of them. Just got lucky. Made a couple good sales in time. Was able to get Bart really cheap, couple hundred. Barda is another one that I think is absolutely crucial. Barda is a full set by herself. A lot of these Season 1 collectibles are going to be big time. Belina, Season 1, Series 1. Tokidoki has a pretty strong fan base. The Coca-Cola snow globes, I have all of them but the secret rare. Early on, before the golden Disney moments, I was loving the gold Cthulhu idols. I still think they're going to play a big role later on. Not sure exactly what, but I do think something's up with them and the book. So interested to see what they got. I got the full set. Gonna hold on to those. My Becky Batman. I absolutely am in love with my Becky Batman. My Joe M Batman. My Todds. My FA Joker. FA Harley Quinn. I got them all sub 1,000 mints, and I'm the original owner. I still have them all. And they all tell a story. It just goes to show like how early some of us were really here and believed in the app. So I'm so glad I was able to hold on to them. My Penguin as well. 433 original owner. It's over $1,000 now. I paid $39.99 in the market. Unbelievable. The Harley Quinn, I absolutely love that one. It's the first ever misprint on VeVe. I think that's going to be a big deal long term. That's going to get over $1,000, I think, eventually. It's the first edition Harley Quinn. Got to Superman. Wish I had more Superman, but I think Superman's just going to keep going up. Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, when you have something that iconic of a brand, it's always going to be in demand. There's always people that are going to be fans of that. So I think those are holy grail pieces long term. R2-D2. I remember I paid $600 right away. Dipped all the way back down to like $300 or $400. But it was just one of those first ever Star Wars that, I felt like I absolutely had to have in my collection. So I didn't mind overpaying at the time. We see Catwoman running up. We see the FA Robin running up. I'm going to restock Catwoman. I think there's still some room to go, but I had to get rid of some of them. Happy about my 777 Snow Globe here. Uncommon. Paid a little bit for that, but felt like for the price it really wasn't too bad. Johnny Dunn 777 on Twitter. Felt like for branding purposes, shout out to Dan Shaw. How to get that one. Got my Joe M. Batman here, 615 mint. I got an original owner. That's why I absolutely love these. Insane. $44. Floor price is $1,400 now. Crazy. Harley Quinn, still got 2 left. Here's another one where, you know, these tell a story at the end of the day. It shows, you know, it shows that I didn't just come in here late and just bought them up. It shows that I actually believed in this app from day one when I first found it. Mint number 288. $59.99. Unbelievable. Some of my favorite collectibles here. Just because I was the original owner. Same with the FA Joker. It's taken a while, so I won't go into that. But own a 55 or 555. Or I'm sorry, a 5, somewhere in the 500 range. I don't think it's an even perfect number. I still got 3 Todds. Todd is one of the legendary Holy Grail pieces on the app, so I will go into this one. Pretty happy about my mints. I believe I'm the original owner still of all of these. 1,000 mints. Pretty happy about that. I do think, you know, being the original owner of Atomic Farm the Batman could be worth more money one day than, say, a mint number around that same exact mint. Or even a low mint. Depending on how low it is. So that's my collection, everybody. Hopefully you've seen some of your favorite collectibles in there. Cannot wait until we can display some of our comics. Now that those are some of my favorite collectibles and I showed you guys, I will go now into my favorite comics. Pretty happy about my comic collection here. I have a 3-digit Captain America up there. A lot of these covers too I just got just because I absolutely loved the way they looked. Was able to get a 3-digit Spider-Man there. Absolutely loved it. Still love it. Couple covers here that I got just because I love the aesthetics. Secret Rare, Green Goblin. Green Goblin's a huge character. Everybody knows Green Goblin. Big fan of the Green Goblin there. Keep scrolling down. Love my Spider-Man 361 issue number. 416 mint number. Love that one. The Green Goblin Common was able to get a 778 mint. Absolutely love that one. Doc Ock, 989. Shout out to the community too, because a lot of these comic books where you see I got 2 of them, a lot of it's because the community has donated one. So shout out to you guys. The Avengers 57, Uncommon, 573. Absolutely love that cover. I think the red with the smoke absolutely pops. Was able to get a 986 Avengers number 47 common. Got Avengers number 57, mint number 722. Avengers number 80. Was able to get a 414. See, I think these commons, the mint numbers look so clean. Some of these, like I said before, I just got because of the aesthetics, like the Avengers, the ultra rare. Love that cover. Daredevil, ultra rare. I think that's a pretty big one too. Darkhawk, secret rare, 683. So the story about this one was, I saw the floor price about $300, and I saw a 3-digit secret rare going for $500, and I said, you know what? All these secret rare prices are gonna go up at least a few hundred, and a 3-digit secret rare is only a couple $100 more than floor. I know Darkhawk is not like the most, you know, it's not a holy grail comic. It's not the most valuable comic book, but still, I just figured, you know what? I gotta get a couple secret rares, and a 683, a 3-digit, should not be going for that cheap. Only $200 more than the floor. So I picked it up. I figured if I'm going to be able to sell it, it probably will sell. It's going to be one of those comic books where I probably won't want to sell it though. It's just one that I've always wanted. It's my favorite cover of a secret rare, the way it looks aesthetic wise. So I just wanted to put it up in my showroom. And so I think showing off a 3-digit secret rare would be pretty fun. I think it's going to be a pretty fun stunt. Pretty excited about that one. Then we got here the ultra rare Fantastic Four number 5. I knew that was a pretty big comic, and I felt like the cover on that was pretty cool looking, so I got that one. Let's see what price I paid. Paid $425 for it. Slept on it for a while. Was going for about $250. Didn't have the gems back then. Was trying to buy a bunch of other things, and then it ran up. Was able to cop it before it ran up too far. Got a Fantastic Four number 1, 3-digit, 992. Also, the Fantastic Four number 13, the ultra rare. I feel like that was a huge deal because that's VeVe's first ever exclusive cover. They're gonna have a ton of other exclusive cover arts, exclusive just to VeVe, and so to have the first one, I wanted to make sure I had that. Love all these cover arts here. The House of X number 1, uncommon. Even the common, the rare. The Hulk number 1, Immortal Hulk number 1, uncommon. Incredible Hulk 347, ultra rare. Some of those covers look awesome, I felt like. That's secret rare. Shout out to Luke Blackby once again. Amazing, man. Appreciate you big time. That's my first ever secret rare. Had to get the ultra rare to complete that comic book series, or should I say set? I know they don't count them as sets, but the Iron Fist ultra rare 456 mint number. Had to get that. Felt like it was pretty cheap in the marketplace. Picked it up. One of my favorite ultra rare covers, so wanted to make sure I grabbed that. Marvel Comics number 1. Had to get myself a 751 mint number. So happy once I did. You know, I think it's going to be a big deal. These low mint common Marvel Comics number 1, I think they're going to be huge. If you think about it, they take the first 500. It's only possible to get a 3-digit common. There's only 500 of them. So there's 600 secret rares. And only 500 of these. And these are the exact identical replica of the physical counterpart. So I think they're going to be big time. Do have an uncommon as well. I slept on the ultra rare for too long. Big fan of this cover here. Wow, it's up to 310 already. Insane. Absolutely love that cover. Got myself a 365. I paid $175 for that. Unbelievable. X-Men number 4, 820. Spider-Man 118 ultra rare. Got that one just because of the cover. I'm going to go into what I paid for some of these 3 digits here. Just to show you guys how early I really was. Journey into Mystery. Number 830. Paid $160 for this. Unbelievable. Pretty cheap considering what the 3 digits are going for nowadays. Fantastic Four number 1. What was my 3 digit here? Number 992. Paid $577. You can't get them for less than $1,000 now. Let's see. There's literally nothing under 1,000. So it just goes to show you, 3 digits, you know, low mints, because that's the actual physical counterpart replica. I think that's gonna be a big deal. I mean, I do have an ultra rare as well. Paid $450 for that. It's already doubled. How about Spider-Man here? Spider-Man, I got a 3 digit. Paid $2.99. Unbelievable. Woo! I'm actually really happy with my comic book collection. There's a couple under 1,000. Not many though. It just goes to show you guys. I mean, low mints already are demanding a lot, so. But there's my entire collection, everyone. I hope everybody saw some of their favorite collectibles in there. Saw some collectibles and comics that they might have, that you guys might have. This wasn't to brag or anything like that. This was just to show you guys my collection. So many people have been asking what my comic book collection looks like, since we can't display it just yet. I keep making collages, so you may be able to find it on Twitter, Instagram. But I just have fun doing that. It's kind of like my creative, artistic side in that. So, you know, there's my comic book and collectible collection. Hopefully you guys, you know, saw something that you guys liked. Let me know in the comments what your favorite collectible and comic is. For me, that's a hard one. I'm probably going to have to say Marvel Comics #1, my 3 digit, just because that's the first ever comic ever. So happy, so satisfying once I was able to get that one finally locked in. And then collectible wise, it might have to be Nightwing. The fact that I have 3 of them now and they're all emotionally, you know, they mean something to me. I'm emotionally attached to all of them. Nightwing's probably one of my favorites. That and the Tie Batman. Hope to hear some of your favorites in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys big time for tuning in and staying for the whole time. You know, that's my collection. Hopefully it keeps on growing, and I'll keep updating you guys as we grow. But till then, appreciate you guys. See you next time. It's your boy, Johnny Dunn. We out.
Grinding every day and I did it my way. Black ball from the game, call me